What's going on, everybody? Thanks for stopping through East New York Gaming. If it's your first time here, make sure you like and subscribe before you leave. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. It's my Banshee build, pre 1.6. Just trying to work on something else, another alternative here. Got an LVOA C, 18% enemy armor, 17.4 base damage, brutal, deadly, and destructive. I actually just started using this a couple days ago. I mainly was running a lightweight M4 that was available at the vendor with a 22% enemy armor, 17.9k base, deadly, vicious, and destructive. Either or works pretty good. The lightweight has more enemy armor, but the LVOA actually has a brutal, which is I'm stacking headshot damage. If you can see from my weapon mods here, I got an extended mag, 107. 3% crit chance and 4.9 rate of fire, small grip with 18% crit damage and a 5% reload speed and 2.5 stability, omega suppressor with 17% headshot, 4% crit damage and 3% crit chance, and I'm rocking a 12 times scope that I'm also stacking headshot damage on, 18% and 3% crit chance and 4% crit damage. I stack headshot damage because I like to go big or go home. You know, I go for those headshots, try to drain that health. That's just my style of gameplay. Some people stack critical hit damage and they'll go more for deadly. Here you see the character sheet, 17.3 base, 18% crit, 82% crit damage, and 122% headshot damage. I'm telling you, it drains them. Enemy armor, 52.5. Got my skill power, skill haste, everything pretty average. 222 or 23 base, you know, health. That's where that unforgiving comes into play. Everything else, you know, pretty basic, pretty standard. But you know, that's my assault rifle. Moving on to the SMG, got a Navy MP5, 33% critical hit damage, 14.1 base damage, and I'm rocking deadly, unforgiving, and destructive. And you know, when I'm running low on health, I switch over and I try to maximize damage. This is more stacking crit chance here. If you can see, I got a 100% magazine size, 3% crit chance, and a 5.5 rate of fire. On the grip, 17% crit damage, 4% optimal range, and 4.5 reload speed. Stacking crit chance on the muzzle and the scope, 7.5. 5% headshot damage and 4% crit damage on both of them. Here's the character sheet for that. Crit chance goes up because of the savage gloves and because of the pulse. And if you rock precision as a talent, like I said, you know, being that I got 223 max health, that unforgiving really comes into play when I'm losing, when I'm like halfway health, when I got like a bar and a half. Got my trusty double barrel so I could rock my extra talents. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you see here, you switch to your sidearm, rock a skill, activate adept, activate competent, no matter what gun I switch to here, my primary, my secondary, back to my sidearm, I got those extra 2 talents going. So that's an extra 7.5% crit chance and that's an extra 10% base damage to both my assault rifle and my SMG. Got my Banshee chest piece here, 1250 armor, 6023 health, rocking stamina mods on that, 271 armor, I believe 262 stamina, something like that. I think the base roll I got on this was around 1220, 1230. Not really 100% sure, but you know, it's a decent chest piece. Just trying to put this Banshee build together, see what happens. You see 1220 base roll on that. But that's the chest piece. Moving on to the mask here. Got a 945 base armor. Rocking a stamina mod on that. Fucking guys. Pardon 1 second here, we gotta deal with this nonsense. But yeah, you know, like I said, you know, little Banshee build. It's not something you want to go try to farm with. Not something you want to really try to, you know, run PvE content with. This is something that I just put together straight for the Dark Zone. You know, I know that the Alpha Bridge is going to be getting nerfed, and I know that we're only going to be able to be running around 4 talents. I'm not sure if this whole double barrel shotgun trick is going to be working, but you know, I'm just trying to prepare first, get the other builds together, seeing what's going to work, farming as many pieces as I can. But back to the build here. Like I said, we got a Banshee Shadow armor, 1220 base, 261, 271 armor. Ammo capacity, even though it's not really a necessity, but. And on the mask, we got a 4% crit chance, 1243 base firearm, rocking that 271 armor, stamina mod, enemy armor damage of course, and on the knee pads, 1251 armor, 1208 firearm, 261 and 271 stamina mod. Those were like some mods that were available through one of the vendors. I don't really remember what week, but I gripped up on those. Holster, 1227 firearm, 1269 stamina, 1194 electronic. You know, Savage gloves, they were also available through the vendor. I made sure I bought 2 pairs. I rolled one for stamina, rolled one for firearm. Both assault rifle damage, crit chance, and crit damage. It's a necessity, it's a must. In this meta anyway. And a specialized backpack, so I could get that skill power maximized. Unfortunately, no ammo capacity on that, but gotta make do. Same stamina mods on every piece. Running a first aid self heal 6% and 5.5%. And basically this is it, my Banshee build. You know, trying to make it happen here in the DZ. You know, I could switch back and forth, switch it up, throw on my Barrett's chest piece, which is not really the best of roles, but if I want to, you know, mess around, try to see maximize a little bit more damage, lower my toughness, switch everything around, throw on a Banshee pack, keep the Savage gloves, and you know, don't lose too much, but it's just another way to mess with it, you know. Get an extra 5% base damage when I'm using a skill. I'm going to be using the competent, so you could say that's going to be an extra 15%. Stacked on top of the extra 10% that the Banshee is giving me for damage out of cover for the 3-piece. And you know, it's all about maximizing damage here. You know, I'm gonna get into some gameplay now. You know, I hope you guys enjoyed the little description here. It's my first time actually trying to explain a build. Usually I just throw clips and things together. So these are my talents and my skills that I run. Switch it between the pulse and the flashbang, being that I get that instant skill and competent proc. Talents, steady hands, on the move. Of course, precision, maximize that pulse and that headshot damage, critical hit damage, critical hit chance, critical save. When I'm solo, when I'm in a group, sometimes I'll rock combat medic and I'll, you know, take off something else, either steady hands or precision. Sometimes I like to rock one is none. It all depends, you know, if I'm in a group. When I'm on my own, you know, I gotta do what keeps me alive. When I'm in a group, you know, you can rely on a little bit of help. And looks like there's action, so without further ado, folks, hope you enjoyed, and let's get into some gameplay. Let's test this build out. Thanks for stopping by. East New York. One love.
gotta back each other up. You know, look, there goes one body down. Just like that. Keep hitting. Keep hitting. Look. Yeah, he's running. He's down. He's down. Oh, he healed up. No, he's down. Yeah, because this asshole got in front of me while I was trying to finish him off. Watch out, Ray. There you go. One down, baby. That's how we do it. Another one's about to be down. Two down. Let's go. Oh, shit. It came out of nowhere. I don't know what they're all salty about. Come on, don't go roll on me if you're gonna get jacked up that quick, man. 1v1, straight up. What you gonna do over there? Don't run from my team. Don't run from my team. Don't run from the team, son.